actually giving away an Usyk signed glove. Jump onto the Boxing King Media Instagram page. You'll see a post with the thumbnail of Johnny Nelson and Dominic Ingle pinned to the top. Just click on that post, the instructions on how to get yourself in the draw are on there. There's only about 100 people in the draw at the minute, so you got a good chance of winning. Boxing King Media powered by BYD and the Riyadh season. Frank Smith fresh from the Gigloo. Is that right? Gigloo? A Gigloo.
Oh, it makes sense. Gigloo. Like it's a gig and it's a toilet called a loo. Gigloo.
If anyone's wondering, Frank's fresh out the toilet.
What I always find amazing, right, is you can make money, like literally from any business in the world. Like a guy or girl one day said, I'm going to set up a portable toilet, and I bet they're multi-millionaires from toilets.
I actually know someone that picks up the shit from the toilets and is a millionaire from having a massive waste company that goes around the country collecting the shit from these sort of portable toilets.
I mean, and I put up nearly as much shit as he does in boxing, and he's got a load more money than me.
In fact, I might start with this actually. I watched an interview with Eddie Hearn, I can't remember, it might have been a week or two ago. He was obviously talking about how well you've done in boxing. I'm pretty sure he said Frank Smith is a millionaire.
Be good, wouldn't it?
Credit to you, mate, because everyone jokes about you being the T-boy and starting off right at the bottom, and if that's what you've done in space of what 10, 15 years, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm not like that kind of person to say that kind of thing, so for me it's not it's hard work has got me through to where I am, but I'm not the kind of person who... It's nice of him to say it, but the tax man's been on now saying where is it all. He said multi-millionaire as well. Caused me some right problems, you know.
It's all under the sofa.
No. It's not boxing of 100 years ago, mate. You know, we're a big old business. You know, everything we do straight down the line. But no, it's good times. I've had a good ride, and forget about money. It's about doing something you love to do, creating great nights, being involved in amazing events like this, and these are the things that keep you in it. Because it's a hard sport. Money, you can make money doing anything if you work hard, I'm sure. But you need something more than money to keep you in a sport like this, because it's like nothing else.
100%. You can grab a mobile phone and stick a mic on it and go around talking to people and make money. We live in a mad world. We always meet in random parts of the world, and thankfully it's the first time I'm speaking to you this weekend. What a great place for Trafalgar Square. Great weather, beautiful. We've got really lucky with the weather today.
Amazing. Like it couldn't be any better. It's been a massive week. Riyadh season fight week. We always knew it was going to be huge, but this has sort of surpassed expectations. You know, Trafalgar Square is packed out there. The sun is shining. It's about 15 degrees. What more could you ask for?
Definitely feels a bit warmer. We'll start with some of the drama this week. Like, all week was pretty quiet. I was thinking about the Fury Usyk fight week. It was really quiet until that headbutt went in. And this week was really quiet until we got talk of black magic and voodoo and the trainer being sacked. All sorts of madness went on in the last 48 hours, which has now been corrected, that Don Charles has not been sacked. He's still in the corner. He's been ill. All them sort of things obviously does great for the numbers. Do you think that makes a difference on people turning up, on people watching the sport?
Well, in a good way.
Yeah.
Look, it's all talking points. It's all talking points. Just like anything. People love a rumour. People love to talk about things. I don't know. I'm sure Don Charles will be there. He's been a big part of Daniel Dubois' career. And I'm sure he'll be there tomorrow night. You know, it's going to be... I think Anthony Joshua beats Daniel Dubois, knocks him out convincingly in the early part of the fight. But yeah, all these rumours, everything is good for the sport of boxing, and it keeps people talking.
Disruption-wise, does that, you know, if you're part of Dan's team, because Dan is obviously aware of what's been said, and he didn't look too happy about it, because I think he said something about, you know, he's been chatting shit, we're going to prove him wrong. Can that disrupt you as a fighter?
Yeah, it depends where your head's at, doesn't it? It depends what kind of character you are. If you're an individual that is affected by those kind of things, or people talking, that you have to be quite hard in boxing. And you can't let everything affect you. So I don't know the character of Daniel Dubois too much. I think he's young, and I think like anyone, he's matured over the years, but he's probably not at that part of his life yet where he's completely comfortable with everything. And you're like we all do in all walks of life. We all mature, get older, start to understand things better. So I'm sure in some ways it could affect him, but I'm sure it's not going to be an excuse for the fight and the result of it.
Indeed so. And then Saturday night we're expecting 90,000. I was just talking to one of the chaps at Talksport, and he was asking me a question, and I thought, oh, you could probably answer it. You know, like in small hall shows, a bit random as hell this. Like, I know promoters, you can sometimes, like when you book the stadium, which part of it is the expense to the promoter? Where does the government help you out? How's it all split at the end when the gate comes in?
It depends, different. Every deal's different. You know, in the UK, there's not so much government support for events. You go to other markets, there's a lot more government support. You know, the venue is a huge cost, obviously, all the staging around it, the production. Like I said, these Riyadh season events are on another level. Look at the production at every event that's been in Riyadh, and then look at what was delivered in LA as well. They're just a whole nother world. So the cost of that is not cheap. You know, you've got Liam Gallagher performing tomorrow night as well. So it's an expensive exercise. But look, it all works differently for different events. But this is, when you see the production levels of tomorrow night, just like every other Riyadh season show, and what Seller have delivered is it's just a whole new world.
It definitely so. And you know, with regards to the Buatsi-Willie Hutchinson fight,
Yeah.
what do you think of that?
Look, Willie Hutchinson surprised me. I'll be honest, I didn't know tons about him really. Like, he'd gone sort of quiet for a while, I think, Willie Hutchinson. And he surprised me in that Craig Richards fight, because I think Craig's a brilliant fighter. He got a great win there, set himself up for this Buatsi fight, and that would have been Craig Richards' opportunity, I think, had Willie not have won that night. But yeah, everyone around him says how good he's looking. They're undoubtedly looking at a big win from Willie Hutchinson. There is no questions from them as to what the result can be. They're very confident. So it's going to be an interesting one. But Buatsi's a brilliant fighter as well. You know, he's a brilliant fighter. We worked with him for a long time. And we worked with him because we believed he could go all the way to the top. So I'm sure that hasn't changed. And yeah, in for a great night.
There's been a lot of videos this week with all the promoters coming together. Was there some sort of situation? I don't know if Eddie was joking. He offered Ben Shalom out to a scrap or something. Was it banter or was it real?
I don't know. I think Ben Shalom piped up. You know, he's getting confident now, isn't he? And but I don't know. I wasn't up there, mate. I don't get involved with the big boys. I let them do that. I do the paperwork. I'm not having any fights, Randy.
I think that's the scrap people want to see. Frank Smith and Ben, not Eddie, getting Eddie involved.
He's walking in now, your mate.
I wonder have you guys ever done anything together on camera?
He might not be up for it, you know.
I might try.
No.
Ben, how's it going, Ben? See if he ignores me. Ben.
No.
He's walking into IFR. Yeah, he's blanked us. It's going to happen one day. How do you think that conversation would go?
What's that?
How would you and him go on camera, do you think?
I'm very calm. You've known me long enough. It would be the same as what I say to him in person. No different. Very calm person.
You know, long term though, is it can all these relationships be repaired, do you think, to keep making like events like Riyadh season, or is it just going to be a case of when His Excellency gets involved, you guys work together? Other than that, it's still going to be doing your own thing?
We've never stopped working with people, you know, even if relationships haven't been good. Any promoters, you know, it's no different. And there's been a lot of times relationships haven't been good, but we still made things happen for the good of the sport, the good of our fighters, the good of everyone involved. So it's not us, you know, we get asked the same question a lot. Look back at our history of over the last few years. We've had fighters on boxer shows, for example. We've had fighters on Golden Boy, Top Rank. Every promoter there is. Like, I've been close friends with Calla and Nissa Sauerland since I was 17 years old. So, you know, it's people read into it a lot, but it's definitely not us.
Any news on fighters, signings, announcements, anything?
Keep your eyes peeled. Lots coming.
When?
Soon.
Awesome.
Between a week and 4 weeks.
Are you guys going to have any fighters on the Latino fight night?
No. I think they've announced the whole card. Yeah, they've announced the whole card there.
And then the Fury Usyk undercard?
Hopefully, you know, I think they're looking at options now, Riyadh season, as they always do. So,
Frank Smith, appreciate your time, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.
we're actually giving away an Usyk signed glove. Jump onto the Boxing King Media Instagram page. You'll see a post with the thumbnail of Johnny Nelson and Dominic Ingle pinned to the top. Just click on that post, the instructions on how to get yourself in the draw are on there. There's only about 100 people in the draw at the minute, so you got a good chance of winning.